Hello guys, so today we are going to study a topic that is called forecasting. You might have heard many times that whenever we are working on any type of a data to reach onto the better outcome and to reach onto the better view of the data, we need to find what would be happening in future. And for finding the future, we need to forecast the data. As you can see in this image, it is very clearly visualized that the person which is standing here is standing on a traditional data, is standing on the current time and is using its telescope. You want to find something that will be coming from future, so that the circles and the lines that are shown in a dotted way are all the points that are not present in the data, but we are forecasting it on the behalf of some forecasting models. So what we'll be doing today is we want to learn that how we can find the data from forecasting and what is the difference between forecasting and other type of methods like predictions. So now we have some trending questions in forecasting. The question is, that is, what is forecasting? Why we need forecasting and how it is different from the method like prediction. And at the last, after getting to know that how it is different from prediction and why we are doing forecasting, the important point is that how we can perform it in Tableau. So now the first point is, what is forecasting? So if we are talking about what is forecasting, in definition manner, forecasting is the process of making predictions of the future based on present data and past data, and mostly commonly by analysis of trends. So if I'm talking about the word forecasting, what it requires as an input is your past data and your present data. On the behalf of your past and present data, on its trend, it will be giving you the insights of the future data. So it will be giving you the predictions of future on the behalf of the data, that is past and present data, that you are giving to it. Forecasting uses historical data as input to make informed estimates that are predictive in determining the directions of future trends. So the definition, this full definition, we'll be learning this in this manner. Think of a scenario that we have x-axis and y-axis, and on y-axis we have age and x-axis we have time. On the behalf of time, we want to find that how the age of a person is getting increased. So we have created a model, that is a forecasting model, and that model wants as an input as your past data. It wants the input of your current data. On the behalf of it, it will be taking insights from the past and current data and will be telling you how it will be your future data. So in this you can see that in past it was a kid, in current time it was a person and having a huge tummy. On the behalf of these parameters, he will, whether he will be reaching to this age or not. So our forecasting model is telling that as the time will be increasing, you will be reaching to a age when you will be reaching to a older person near about 70 or 80 years of age, and that is the future and forecasting data. On the behalf of this, might be you will be getting that what I want to tell is that whenever you have a forecasting, you want to do forecasting on a forecasted model, you want to put some past current data. On the behalf of it, you will be getting your future forecasted data. Now for learning, more learning on forecasting model, the one thing you might be getting to know that forecasting model most of the times, and it will be giving your result in the form of a line chart, as whatever you will be giving it in an input in the form of age, or sorry, in the form of time, and it will be giving you the output in the form of a line chart, and that line chart which will be giving in the form of a dashed line will be showing you that it will be your predicted data. So what I want to say is that this line is the input that you are giving to it, to this model, and the model will be giving you the output in the form of this line, which will be showing you that if you will be if you will be giving the data in this manner, your output will be getting the trends, maybe this, maybe down, but it will be showing that this will be a your future outcome, and this will be your predicted and forecasted data. So while seeing this, now we must be knowing that why forecasting. We have learned that what is forecasting. Now we must be knowing that why we have to do this type of a forecasting, as forecasting would help to tell what can happen in future. So it might be required in various fields, as it will be telling you what will be happening in future. So it means we'll be requiring it in many fields. In every type of a thing you will be requiring that, how you, if you will be getting to know about something about future, you will be doing best things for your if in your present, and so that you can make a good future. For example, we have a weather forecasting. In weather forecasting, now if I am writing that what is the temperature now, I can even get the temperature for next week also. I can get the temperature, humidity and wind for next days also. So this values that I am getting for the next week, which is not now, so it will be my future. So as the system is taking the data from past and present data, and it will be predicting the, it will be forecasting the future. So we can say in a better way that it is weather forecasting, which is telling us that what would be happening for the in terms of a weather in coming time. Similarly, we can do sales forecasting. As there is a company which is doing forecasting of a sales, it have given the previous data. Depending upon it, it has given 2019 and 20 data also, and it is predicting that what will be its sales in 2028. If the company will be taking that much amount of the sales in 2028, then it will be working on this or the product or for which it is finding this type of a uh, forecasting map. So it means if we'll be knowing to getting to know that what will be happening in future, then only we'll be investing in today's scenario. If we came to know that in future our product will be not getting a good sales or will not be getting a good profit, obviously we will not be applying, or we will not be investing something over that product in today's scenario. So that is why we are doing sales forecasting. Similarly, we do country economic growth forecasting, so that as similarly you can see that we are doing the growth forecasting in various years. It is starting from 2000, 2005, 2010, 15, and depending upon we reach up to 2020, and we can also forecast that what will be going in 2025 and 2030. So every country make its economic growth future chart, economic growth forecasted chart. Similarly, they will be getting to know that how their GDP is getting increased or not. So you can see that slowly and gradually India's GDP is also getting increased, and maybe in 2030 it will uh, defeat the GDP of Japan. Death rate of the diseases forecasting, as you might have heard of COVID-19 disease, and as many people are getting dying in this disease, so people are also want to know, doctors also want to know that what would be the forecasted value of death rate or the confirmed cases in the coming time, so that we can plan our strategically accordingly. So accordingly we can also forecast the data, as now it is April and we can forecast it for May and June, the number of values that can be arising in it. So you might be knowing that where we are getting these forecasting and why we are using this forecasting data. So now the point is how forecasting is different from prediction. You might have heard many times that we need to predict data. You might have heard many times that we need to forecast data. Are these both terms are same, or they both have a different meaning and they both have to work in different fields or not? So for that we'll be seeing this. First of all, forecasting and prediction, they both have some difference between both. Forecasting is a sub-discipline of prediction. So first thing is, prediction is telling you future and forecasting is also telling you future, but forecasting is a sub-discipline, or you can say subset of a prediction, in which we are making prediction about the future on the basis of time series data. That is very important. Listen it carefully. What forecasting is, whenever you are predicting anything on the behalf of time, at that point of time your prediction will be called as forecasting. So I'm again saying, if you are doing your prediction on the behalf of time, it will be a time series analysis, and in that time series analysis, if you are predicting the future also, it will be called as forecasting. So prediction will not be working on the behalf of time, forecasting will be working on the behalf of time. That is the main difference in both. Example, temperature, humidity are forecasted on the behalf of historical data and current data. So see this, current data as 31, and if we want to find its uh, next week data, as in my previous slide I've shown you that if I'm doing Google and I'm writing the temperature today, it will be also telling me the temperature of the coming time also, next days also. So when we are talking about next days, it is in the term of time. So whenever your prediction is in the form of a time, it will be called as forecasting. Now what is prediction then? Prediction is concerned with estimating outcomes for unseen data. So it will be telling you the estimations, that the data you haven't seen. For this purpose, what you are doing is you fit a model to a training set which results in an estimator that can make predictions for new samples. So अगर हम prediction की बात करें, prediction what it is doing is, it is either doing classification or it is either doing regression. So either it can use some of the numerical values, or it can tell you that whether the thing that you are thinking, you are predicting, is lying to which type of a class. As in this example, checking person is sick or healthy from its eating habit is prediction, is not forecasting. Whereas temperature and humidity are finding temperature and humidity are called as forecasting, because we are finding it for the next period of time. Now see it there, as if we need to predict according to the person eating habit that whether that person is a healthy person or it's a sick person, and if I'm getting the answer that it is a healthy person, then it means we are doing a prediction, because in prediction we are predicting between two different type of classes, either sick or either healthy. It is not behalf on the time. So the main funda behind forecasting and prediction difference is, forecasting is on the behalf of time and prediction is not behalf of the time. And the best way to show the forecasting model is with the help of a time series analysis. Now, as we have seen that how we can work on forecasting, what's the difference between forecasting and prediction, what is forecasting and prediction, and why we are you doing it. Now we need to know how we can perform it in Tableau. So for performing it in Tableau, we need to shift towards Tableau. Now see here, you can see that I have shown you that we have a data of uh, Superstore, Global Superstore 2016 data. In this data, we have the measures like discount, profit, sales, and we are making a chart of profit. And if I can show you, I have the data up to 2012, 13, 14, and 15. Beside to this, I want to know whether I will be getting profits in 2000, whether I will be getting profits in 2016 or 2017 or not, and depending upon it, I will be working for that product in my company, and for that I need to find the forecasting. So you can see that by default, my data is for 2013, 14, 15, but if I want to see it forecasting, I am seeing the forecasting of 2016 also, and it is showing me that the for 2016 the profit is more than that of 2015. So if I am getting the more profit than 2015 and 2016, obviously I will be working on these products. Now if I want to see the forecasting category wise for different product, I am dropping category over to a color, so I will be getting three lines. That is for furniture, office supply, and technology. And I can easily see furniture is getting a good amount of profit increase in 2016 also, whereas furniture is getting a good increase. Your technology is also getting increased in 2016, but our office supply is near about same. So this is about forecasting and how we can forecast it in Tableau. So this is the point that how we in Tableau we can forecast like this. So now we'll be learning that what is the full procedure to do forecasting, and what are the things that we need to know and we need to remember for doing forecasting in Tableau. So first of all, you have to click on the new sheet. After clicking on the new sheet, you need to import your data. I have my data source here. So my data source is that is global superstore data. So you can add this by clicking here, and your data will be coming here, drag it here, your file will be coming here. After then click on the sheet, so you will be moving to directly to your sheet. So your sheet will be like this. Now as I have told you earlier also, when we need to do forecasting will be done only on the behalf of time. So first of all, we need to pick order date and keep it over columns. Once I have kept my time here, then I need to keep the other my year over which I want to find my forecasting. Then I have dropped here. year and some profit. So now I can see that yearly I have 4 years data, 2013, 14 and 15. In Tableau, forecasting is very easy. What you need to do is you need to right click on this chart, go to the forecast options and then do show forecast. You will be getting your forecast, and the values that you are getting, you are seeing here, these are the forecasted values. Now you can see here also actual values of dark blue color, whereas the forecasted values of estimated values of light blue color. So these are the estimated values. If you want to show it with the help of a label, you can show label, and then you can easily get to know that 2015 have the value of 503619, whereas 2016 have the more value than it, that is 80,000 values above it, 85,83632. So I think that your profit is getting increased and you need to work over it. Now as we have seen that these are the estimated values, then what are these, this area which is also being highlighted? So for this, what we need to do is right click on this chart. We need to see what are the options in forecast. So go to the forecast options. The first option is next, that is automatically next for 5 quarters. So it means this data is being shown for next 5 quarters, but we want it seen for exactly for 1 year. So if I am clicking over exactly 1 year, so it is showing me that if you are seeing the quarter wise sale, then quarter wise sale between 2015 and 16, quarter wise sale will be getting increased, your profit will be getting increased. But if you are seeing after 2016 directly for all the quarters you want to see for the year, particular year of 2016, then your profit might be decreasing also. And if I need to increase it for next years, so I'm finding it for 2017, I'm finding it for 2018, so it will be showing me the values accordingly and will be showing me that after 2015 all the quarters are getting the more sales in 2016, and then 2017 and in 2018 my sales will be getting degraded, my profit will be getting degraded. So you can show all these things with the help of these years. You can also show it in form of a quarters, you can also show it in the form of months. So depending upon you can select it from here. Now until means you want to see only for that month, that year or month. Source data is your data that you have given to it in the columns. Ignore last, it means if you are, it is taking it in the form of a quarters, so you want to remove it, so you will be taking 0. Now it will be not be taking in the form of a last quarter, it will not be ignoring any of the quarter, otherwise it will be ignoring one last quarter and then it will be showing you the prediction. Why it is ignoring? Because it needs to match the data. Now if sometimes your data have some zeros values, then we need to fill the values with zeros, and here we need to always ignore it by 1, that will be correct value. Now forecasted model is by default it is taking the automatic model. If we are creating a custom model, then we can show it custom, and then we can change the trend by our method, that is whether we want to use an additive model, we want to use a multiplicative model, and depending upon it we can use the season, that how we want to change the values. But most of the time we need to use automatic, because automatically it will be giving you the more level of precision. So the prediction interval, it is showing that 95%. Now the blue thing, that is this area, is being shown with the help of this prediction interval. Now what it is saying, that if your values is lying in this range, in this area, then your prediction value, that your forecasted value, that you are getting exact values, these values will be having a 95% accuracy. If your prediction accuracy is less, that is 90%, then this area will also be less, and if it is 99%, it should be getting increased. So if you need more prediction interval, if you need more prediction accuracy, then your interval should be more. So we are taking it up to 95, so that we should not be working on uh, we can say extra values. So we are taking it up to 95, and we don't want to overfit the model, and then do it okay. So this was about forecasting. Now for forecasting, you can also see the model information, that is described format. Then it will be telling you time series, year of order date, sum of profit. You are taking 12 quarters and you have ignored one quarter, that is 2015 last fourth quarter, and season is you are working on 4 quarter cycle. So it, depending upon it, it will be telling you the values of every value and every that is season, how you are working on it. Now this is about forecasting. Now in forecasting, in Tableau, there are two things that you need to remember is, first thing is, whenever you are taking the time in the form of discrete values, these discrete values, for example I have taken year and I am then next I am taking quarter. and after then I am taking month. So it will be showing me the prediction in that each segment of it. But if I will be removing quarter from here, year from here, only month would be there, it will be showing me no forecast, because now it will not be getting the data in form of a quarter, as I am predicting in the form of a quarters only. So that is why it is not, my periods was in the form of a quarter, so it will not be giving me the output. So what I need to do is I need to keep it in the form of a year, and if I need to work in months, I'm now removing quarter. Now it will be giving me the information, because year also have the quarter values in it. That is why it needs the previous value, then only it will be working on the future values. The other way is you can also do prediction in a better way via continuous values. For example, I am making it a year, I am making it quarter. So now it will be working exactly, because now you can see the values are working accordingly. It is linked with the previous one already. Okay, it is not leaving the previous one. So it is not working in a discrete manner, it is working in a continuous manner. So now you will be getting the prediction of, now you can see the prediction is for 4 years, and hence by this way we can find the prediction in Tableau. I think you might be getting what I have told you. So now we'll be trying to do prediction for the other data set, that is COVID-19 data set. So I've opened a new sheet. I have imported my this data set, that is COVID-19 data set. I'll be attaching this data set in my description below. You can see here, as I have told you, that for forecasting of the data, you might be getting on your x-axis there should be a time data, because we need to make the chart in the form of a time series. So first of all, drag your time over column. Now you have only 1 year, that is 2020. So we need to bring it up to days, and now we need to find the days cases of confirmed cases. Now confirmed cases are those cases which are which are the total number of cases in the country, in a particular country, and deaths are the person which have been died. So accordingly we have seen that we have up to data up to April, and that is up to 5th April. Okay, so that is second quarter, and this is quarter 1, January, February, March, April, second quarter. Now we need to check the prediction for the next coming days. So right click, forecast, show forecast. Now you can see the forecasting will be shown for up to 11th April. Now I want to check it for the forecast option for the 15th or 16th April. Exactly, I want to find it in days. So after 5th, I want to check it for 15. Okay, so it will be showing me up to this value, that is up to 13th April. And for 13th April, the total number of the cases, confirmed cases, is that many high, and whereas up to this date it is near about 11,97,403, and it was reaching up to 19,6616. That is very high amount. Now I want to check it for India only, so I'll be dragging country over to filters, and now I'll be selecting India. Apply. Okay, so now if I'm checking for India only, then we can see that in India on 5th April the cases are 3082, but when we will be reaching up to 13th April it will be reaching to 6569. Now I don't know that how much well these values will be exactly matching the exact data, but according to our model it is 95% accurate, that either it will be starting from this and reaching up to this, and the value 95, correct 95% value will be saying us that the confirmed cases will be 6569. That is a huge enough. It should not be like this, but as according to data we are seeing it, it will be the estimated values for the total number of COVID-19 people in India. Now if we want to check for the death also, then we can drag deaths and keeping over some confirmed. Now you can check that this one is graph is for death people, and this one is for the confirmed cases. Up to 5th April the death cases are 86. So up to 5th April death cases are 86. 4th April, and reaching up to the 13th April it should be reaching to 187. So it is also huge enough. So it should not be like this, but as data is showing me, so We are telling you that how we can show the forecasting of the data in the help with the help of a Tableau. Hence, I think that you might be getting what I have tried to tell you about forecasting. If you get the video, and if you know about now what is forecasting and how we can perform it and how it is different from prediction, then kindly share this video and like and subscribe the channel. Thanks. Stay safe.